They had just removed a rail. When they heard the sound of the train getting closer, they tried to push the rail back into place, but they couldn't move it. To avoid an accident, they had to rush towards the train to stop it, but the train showed no sign of slowing down. Fortunately, the train went onto another track. Then they let out a sigh of relief. After that, the boys dragged 2 rails to the scrap yard and used the money they got from selling them to buy a piece of harder metal. All they did was for a dream of a rocket. Then they carried out processing and made a rocket, but all ended in failure. After countless failures, one of the boys inferred that there were bubbles inside the fuel, and it was these bubbles that caused the explosion of the rocket. So they improved the explosive in the chemistry class. The effect was very good. When they noticed the teacher approaching, they threw the gunpowder into the sink and washed it away. At this time, a girl threw away her matches. Then there was the problem of the fuel. The boys got high-purity alcohol at a friend's house, and the liquid fuel was born. Finally, they made a perfect rocket. However, to their surprise, on the day of the test flight, people in the town all came to watch. They came to laugh at the boys. This test flight put a lot of pressure on the boys. If they failed, they would become the laughingstock of the town. The teacher told them,
"You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You remember that."
They set up the ignition device, then pulled the rope. As the fuse burned out, the rocket flew straight into the sky. After countless failures, they finally succeeded. People cheered for them. Their rocket flew higher and higher. Reporters couldn't help but interview the 4 boys. The Rocket Boys were also featured in the newspaper. The girls they liked came to ask for their autographs. But on that day, the police came. They were handcuffed because the surrounding forest caught fire. They thought it was caused by the boys' rocket. Although they were released, their families were very disappointed. The boys had to give up their dream and burn down the safe house that carried their dream.